Yo, yo, yo.
What's up, people?
It's your boy CL Cool.
It's your boy Tez.
And we are y'all talking R&B on the Yellow Rocket Boys Network Music and Entertainment channel. You know?
Yes, we moving right along, y'all. We are, you know what? I'm going to start off by saying thank you. Because, man, y'all been showing us love. And we appreciate that. We really do.
Yeah, really have, man. Y'all have showed out on all platforms.
Mm-hmm.
And we appreciate it. And we hope you continue to support us as we grow. We love what we do. And we love that y'all like the product. And so that make us even more happier to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because some people have given up. You know, it's hard to do this. But I mean, when I say it's hard to do this, I'm saying like it's hard. You know, for some people it's hard to do it. Some people quit. But you know, but y'all showing us love, and we gonna stay with it, man. So
yes, we're gonna stay in the fire. So
always
look until we get to the top, baby.
That's till we get to the top.
We going.
All right. So man, first thing I want to talk about is it's a lot of cheating going out here. A lot of rumors, a lot of people putting stuff on Instagrams. It's a lot of stuff going on in this world, in the entertainment world of cheating. And everybody may or may not know, Megan Thee Stallion put on her Instagram about how NBA star, Mavs star Klay Thompson has been cheating on her and don't want to keep the relationship monogamous. And she went on a rant on her IG. You know, she said she was playing wife and, you know, he played her. And, you know, she was doing that little show, the little drama show, the little, I don't want to say little, like it ain't nothing. She was doing the Milan, you know the show called.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she was crying, like she did a set, then she started crying. And so, you know, everybody is sad and all that stuff. And I get it. And then you have rumors of, just a rumor from DJ Vlad that Nicki dumped her husband because they found out that he may have got another girl pregnant, because you know Nicki Minaj's husband is a registered offender.
Yeah,
and
he's a PDF.
Yes, and you can look on the New York PDF registry, and he's scheduled to it's like a little small house, a house that Nicki Minaj would never be caught in. So DJ Vlad put that out. So all you, cause these fans, the Cardi B fans got on me last week about this Offset stuff. So you barbs, I'm just saying that what DJ Vlad said. And then speaking of Cardi, you know, she had stuff going on with Stephon Diggs this year, you know, before the Super Bowl, and she dumped him and all that. So my question to you is, why are the cheating? Can we just love?
Of course. But here's the problem. You're asking too... Okay, now I don't condone cheating on any level.
We do.
But you've got two high-profile celebrities.
Yeah.
And, well, with the exception of Nicki's case, you got two high-profile celebrities that are joining as one that have their own separate fandom and image. Now, I'm going to address the women on this one first.
Okay.
Now, we know the type of image that Nicki has always put out. We know the type of image that Megan puts out. Yeah. You know, hot girl, city girl, you know, I don't need a man, I use it for this, I use it for that, which we all know a lot of times, and let's just pull back the curtain, a lot of times these are gimmicks to sell records.
It's just entertainment.
Yeah, ultimately they want the same thing everybody else wants. They want love. And then what happens is they get all these other girls on that hot girl mindset while they settling down. And the other girls out here in the chaos, and they trying to settle down, but see, the guys who are attracted to them are attracted to the hot girl persona. That's now, right. Maybe they get beneath that and figure out, I actually like this person. But I feel like with the hot girl persona, I feel like they're not taking them as serious. And, you know, again, not condoning cheating, because again, you choose to get with that persona if you want that.
Yeah.
But I feel like that persona hurts a lot of women more than it helps them, whether they believe it or not. Yeah. Because if you look at Bring It Home to Mama, that's not the first thing you think of.
Yeah.
That's not the first thing you think of. And, you know, respectfully put, it'd be the same way with us.
Yeah.
You know, because women would say the same thing with us if they didn't feel like we were at a certain caliber. Right? Like, we talk about appearances and all that, but if we weren't presenting ourselves in a certain manner, we wouldn't be coming home to mama either.
Exactly.
So with the guys though, I feel like Clay, for example. Clay's an NBA player. NBA players are notorious for...
You know, I was about to say so. After you done, I was going to say something. You know,
go ahead.
To that effect. So, and Cardi and Megan case, especially Cardi's case, and you get with Stephon Diggs, who was a notorious player. It was not hidden how big of a player Stephon Diggs was. Klay Thompson the same way. Now, he's not as notorious as Stephon Diggs as far as like bringing them out, but there was a track record there with Klay Thompson too. Like, he has a track record too. So when you go with high profile guys like that, and they're notorious for being players, it's a quote that I heard, and I first heard this quote from Booker T: "Don't hate the player, hate the game."
Fact.
Just all a part of the game. Now, I'm not saying like, hey, you should accept being cheated on, or you should accept being just, another lady in a pile of ladies that they have. But you ought to know going into it, like, okay, he's a notorious player. Like, he get a lot of women. So maybe I can't calm him down. So it's just, to me, it's just about who you in there with, you know?
Yeah. It's like you... Like, I hate to say you get what you ask for, but if you go looking for a certain type, which we talked about dating on this show so much, and people choosing, the proper mate, which is hard to say who that is, but if you know you have a type, get to know that type. Yeah. Get to know that individual that fits that criteria before you dive in just because they're that type. Go beyond the surface and actually get to know that person before you dive in, because then you end up looking crazy. Yeah. And, nobody wants to be there at the end of the day. Nobody wants to be left at the altar. Nobody wants to be broken up with. And then, of course, Clay came out and said that, Megan cheated on him first. So that was a whole thing. And it was just like, man, look.
Boy, like, all this cheating, man.
Like, why even get in a relationship if you gonna cheat? Just be single and do what you do. Yeah. Save all the drama. Just do you.
Yeah, I agree.
It makes life easier.
I definitely agree with that. Like, why even do it?
Just do you.
Why even do it? And speaking of cheating and drama, Chris Brown, man. So everybody know this R&B tour with him and Usher is supposed to be taking place. And matter of fact, it's so popular, they keep adding dates.
Bruh.
Keep adding dates. I think they added like a 4th date to Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken. Like,
we was looking.
Yeah. They're adding dates. But a lot of fans are happy about it, but there's a section of fans that are not. So, on our platform, when we was talking about the Chris Brown and Usher stuff, we noticed on our platform that there was some fans that was like, nah, because of the past of Chris Brown, right? We've noticed that. So critics are challenging the tour, calling it a division and citing boycott calls against sold-out arenas. Chris Brown went on his IG and he called the detractors rage bait pages and fake woke, saying that people don't have to go to his shows, calling them fake Karens. So he's like, you don't have to go to the show. Like, y'all doing all the boycott, but you don't have to go. It's like, I get it, and I don't want to touch on the subject too much, but, with him and the Rihanna thing, but I know it's in the past. I get it. He apologized. For what I know, didn't they date again after that?
I'm pretty sure they again.
But they were spotted together after that.
They reconciled and they have like a friendship now.
Yeah.
And she even said, hey y'all, I forgave him. Y'all can forgive him. She even said that. Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, and I know he's got like some other charges that came out where he like had kicked I think a dude at a concert, and it was like, oh, Chris got anger problems. I'm like, look, man, you show me an artist that doesn't have any type of trouble that still doesn't sell tickets. Because there have been a lot of troubled artists throughout history, whether it was drugs, whether it was assault charges, whether it was essays, whatever it was going on, even PDFs. There have been people who have done some horrendous things that still have fans sell out arenas. So this is nothing new, because a fan base is going to be loyal sometimes no matter what you do. And that's scary in some cases, but fans are going to be fans no matter what. I've learned to separate the art from the individual. If you yourself feel that morally you should not attend his concert based on something that he's done, then just don't go.
Yeah.
It's that simple. The man on my shirt, people to this day still give him trash. This man is long gone. They still, and if people have come out and admitted that they lied to get the money or to take advantage, because him himself was a big kid, and at certain times he was naive when people were setting him up.
Yeah.
Hey, people gonna think what they want to think. People gonna believe what they want to believe. If you don't want to go to the show, you don't have to make the comments. You don't have to, just don't go.
Don't go.
It's simple. Just don't go. That's it.
That's it.
Let them boys do what they do. It's some people that got stuff against Usher.
And yeah, believe that or not.
Damn.
But like you said, man, if you don't want to go, don't go. I mean, they're adding dates, so it ain't. I guess it's not affecting them too bad. So,
bruh, we talked about how much money Breezy Bone made.
Yeah, I know. I know they're about to knock that out the park.
Easy. Have you seen them ticket prices?
Yes. It's Live Nation. Of course I've seen the ticket prices.
Fam, to sit where we sat for Breezy Bowl was $1,000 a ticket. $1,000 plus for one. Yeah. Them boys finna make some money.
A lot of money.
So,
especially with Live Nation, especially with them leading the charge, you know they're about to make a grip.
So y'all can do what y'all do and say what y'all want to say, but a fan base gonna do what a fan base does, and that's follow their artists.
Oh yeah, along with Live Nation. What's going on with Live Nation?
Well, Live Nation actually, they lost a lawsuit that was going on.
We talked about that last week on the show, actually.
So now Live Nation is actually going to have a series of concerts coming out with discounted tickets. Ironically, all of a sudden now we finna have a summer of affordable concerts. So from April 29th through May 5th, you can get $30 tickets to see artists on the road this year. People like Alex Isley, Ari Lennox, Boyz II Men, Earth, Wind and Fire, Khalid, Neo, Akon, Summer Walker, Three Sacred Souls, just to name a few. You know, it's a lot of concerts that they're offering right now in that $30 range. Okay. So they kind of giving us I guess a treat for playing us, if you want to call it that.
For losing the lawsuits.
Yeah. So
but take it, but I'll take it. What they saying? I'll take it. I'll take it. So shout out to Live Nation for losing and giving us $30 tickets to concerts, which I should have been like trying to charge us an arm and a leg anyway for those tickets. Like, gotta be ashamed of yourself. But anyway, it's better late than never. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
By the way, Chris Brown and his partner Jada Wallace has welcomed a new baby boy into the world today. So congratulations to Chris Brown. It's his fourth child.
Congratulations, Brazy.
So congratulations to Chris Brown for a baby boy coming into the world.
Hey, you keep on touring. You want to keep making them babies? Keep on touring.
Oh man,
she probably need mad too. I need to stay at home with the baby. No, you don't. Get out there and get the stepping.
Shoot. Yeah, so congratulations to Breezy, man.
Yes, sir.
Got him, baby boy. All right, man. So we're gonna talk about the man on the shirt. Your shirt,
man.
Let's get to it. So the Michael Jackson biopic movie called Michael came out this past weekend, and it did big numbers, ladies and gentlemen. The movie Michael, starring Jafar Jackson, opened to a $97 million domestic in the U.S. and 217.4 million worldwide. So it did that, and it stands as the opening weekend ever, the biggest opening weekend ever for a musical biopic, surpassing Straight Outta Compton. So Straight Outta Compton was the biggest, and it just surpassed Straight Outta Compton. Like you said earlier, there was a lot of critics, early haters, but the early critics were the people who was able to see the film before the actual fans were. Mm-hmm. So you saw a lot of early negative criticism of the movie. But once moviegoers got to go to the movies and see it, it has an A- on Cinema Score, and it has a 97% on Rotten Apples. So for all the critics that's out there, the fans love it. Like, the people love it. The people that actually matter.
You said Rotten Tomatoes and Rotten Apples?
I said Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, you said Rotten Apples?
Did I say Rotten Apples? I might have said Rotten Apples.
I was about to say, that's another one. That's a new one.
Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes. Hey, Rotten Apples, bro. Look at it say Rotten Bananas, but Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 97. So the fans like the movie. It's the critics that don't like it. I have not seen it yet. I'm going to see it in 2 weeks. But you went and saw it.
I went and saw it, and
tell our people how it was going to see this movie. Because again, I was a big Michael Jackson fan. My dad was a big Michael Jackson fan, so I do want to go see the movie. I ain't gonna lie, I heard some stuff was taken out of it. I'm looking at you, Diana Ross, but
you ain't lying though. And that was a pivotal part. Like
that was. I think that's part of the reason why, like, some of his views was warped in a way. But people don't want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Again, it go both ways. Like, well, first, I'm going to say, I'm going to address the movie. Overall, the movie was great. Like, people were saying, oh, it's a musical. Oh, it's this. It's a movie about a musical artist. Of course, it's going to have the music. People want to hear the hits. Now, you have time restraints. So, to tell every little detail about the Jackson 5 and Michael, you would probably need... Because I don't know if anybody remembers the American Dream.
Yeah, they're probably gonna do their own movie by itself, honestly.
Yeah, like this movie, because the Jacksons, what was it, American Dream or whatever it was that came out in the 90s, that was like a series. That was like a multiple part series. Yeah. Just on that era leading up to Billie Jean. So they tried to fit a lot of things in this time span, which they did a great job of doing, but it was kind of like his story, just kind of watching it on fast forward. But for what it was doing, it showed Michael as a human. It showed him as to why he thought the way he thought about his appearance. It actually touched on the fact that his dad made fun of his appearance. They didn't harp on that too much, but it kind of planted that seed. Like, this is one of the reasons he didn't like his appearance, because, parents got on. I mean, his father talked about him. So first thing he touched was his nose, because I got a big nose. My daddy said so. It's not going to look good in pictures. I got vitiligo. So they touched on why he would, wear the glove, have the makeup and all that. They touched on his love for kids, his love for animals. They touched on his creative process. They touched on pretty much his business aspect, the way he had the dealings with his dad, he had to run in while he changed companies. They touched on a lot of things, some things that people probably didn't even know. Yeah. Even when he was in the burn hospital, he was still burned and still walking around talking to people and trying to help other people feel good about themselves. And he's sitting up here with a burn mark in his head. Like, they showed a lot of the human side of him.
Yeah.
And I liked it. And Jafar did a great job as far as capturing that essence, not just from the voice, but just it allowed you to believe. And that's the main thing with these biopics. You want to get somebody who can play the role, not only just look the part, but really become the part. Yeah. And Jafar did a great job as far as that, and really capturing the essence of Michael Jackson. That was very well done.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I heard a lot of people say they loved the movie, but they felt like it could have been like, let's say, on Netflix, a 4-part series. Do you think they would have the same people that's doing, in the movie, but like on a Netflix docu-series, like a 4-parter? Do you think they would have worked well? Like, so you could have got his childhood, then you could have got the Jackson 5, and then you could have got, or do you think the movie itself was good the way it is? Because I've talked to like 2 people that watched the movie and they loved it, but they said they feel like they said they wish it was more.
Now that I can say, for those who know the story and know their history, they did miss out on a lot, like the fact that the Jacksons had a TV variety show at one point. Yeah. They had a Jackson 5 cartoon at one point. None of that was mentioned. Some of their special guest appearances that were very, very important in their careers wasn't mentioned. Of course, we couldn't mention, how he got in cahoots with Quincy Jones, because that bridge was Diana Ross. And Diana Ross legally decided that she didn't want to be involved with the movie at all.
I bet she did.
So, because again, that was going to expose a lot. And Michael was groomed from an early age with Diana Ross. And, their relationship was always questioned. He let people know he was in love with Diana. And in an interview, I remember him saying he was invited to her wedding. And he was like, he was going to go, but he decided last minute he couldn't go because he couldn't walk in there and act like he was truly happy for her, even though he wanted her to be happy, but he wanted it to be him. So that's how deep Mike was in love with this woman. Like, he loved Diana. So, she decided she didn't want to be involved in the movie. Janet Jackson decided she didn't want to be involved in the movie because people was like, they put an emphasis on Victoria. Not Victoria. They put an emphasis on LaToya. But they ain't mention Rebe. There's another sister that they didn't mention. They didn't mention Rebe. But, and there was a controversy around Rebe too, because
wasn't she part of the dad's outside marriage?
And there was also rumors that dad kind of, went above and beyond with a couple of the daughters. I think Rebe was one that was named. So, there's some controversy around that too, allegedly. So there's a lot that goes into the Jackson history that wasn't touched on for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And some of that stuff you don't want to dig up, but I think the Diana Ross, because the Wiz was a very important role for him.
Yep.
And that, of course, starred him and Diana Ross. Yep. So that obviously was kept out of the movie. The actress Kat Graham was actually cast to play her.
I seen that.
Yeah, and I mean,
because you're talking about digging up some stuff.
Yeah, it was gonna do that. But see, what it's done in reverse, running from it has actually made it worse, because now people are putting it out even more.
Yep.
And you're seeing the TikTok videos, you're seeing the Facebooks, you're seeing the Instagrams of people like, this is what they left out. So now for what you didn't tell, it's getting pushed out twice as hard.
Yep.
Because now everybody's doing it now. Yep. Even people who didn't know it at first, they're like, oh, I didn't know. Yeah. It's a lot that went into what happened to Mike. And it actually showed and proved why he was a big kid. He was stuck in that mode because he didn't have a childhood. Like, his childhood was taken from him because he was getting beat from the tender age of 5 or 6. He was getting beat from that age into being a performer. So no, you didn't have a childhood. You was rehearsing. They was tired when they was going to school because they had to stay up all night. Dad didn't care about none of that. Granted, the success came, but it came at a cost. And Mike, unfortunately, didn't get to really live out his childhood. That's why he spent a majority of his adulthood still acting like a child. Neverland and all of it. So it all makes sense. For those of people who always called him a weirdo and talked about him, you actually see that mentally and trauma-wise, he was stuck in that.
He should have been, honestly, he probably should have been seeing a therapist or something like that. Because his dad, like just me knowing the story, his dad was a, messed up human being. But
he was gonna get that by any means necessary, even if it sacrificed his family.
But he did. So that movie did come out. It's still out in theaters. Y'all go see it. Like I said, I'm gonna see it in 2 weeks. I'm moving this week, so I'm doing a lot this week. But I'm gonna go try to see it next week. So
it's worth it.
I've been hearing reviews of it. So
and there's rumors of a part 2 that's gonna come out in 2028. Because apparently they've shot enough footage to where they can make another movie.
Ooh, okay.
So part 2, I'm assuming will address into the 90s and the 2000s. So at that point, it's probably gonna get a little uncomfortable. But hopefully that also goes as far as exposing the truth, just like this movie did. That's how I liked how they unearthed a lot of uncomfortable things, but they also exposed and explained it. So if they do that in this second part, hopefully it puts to bed a lot of the horrible thoughts that come to mind when people do think of Michael, and it explains it.
Gotcha. All right. So like I said, congratulations for Michael.
Oh yeah.
So congratulations to that movie. So we're gonna get to Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys exposed the music industry's good old boy network. Alicia Keys had an interview with the Times of London. She says the system has been rigged against female producers, engineers, and anyone else trying to hold a career behind the scenes in the music industry. She also says she's not complaining and actively creating opportunity to change it. She says women make up 2% of the entire business. You know what I'm saying? And she says she launched She Is the Music, an initiative designed to lift up the next generation of female creators in the industry. So I'm not in the music industry as opposed to you are, right? So my question to you is, do she have any, truth to that? Like, do you think women in the music industry are treated wrong or not treated good? I mean, I've heard, I'm not gonna lie, I've heard stories from, a lot of women in the industry. So I do believe her, but I just want to get it from your point of view because you're actually in the industry.
Oh, 100%. I believe it's women around here that can't even go into a studio without the producer trying to sleep with them. Like, it's women that can't even get certain opportunities without the promoters trying to sleep with them. And exposing the industry the way it is, it happens a lot to the guys too. But the women, I think on the sexualization part, they get it the worst. And there's still a lot of people at the heads of the table that don't believe women artists sell as much as male artists. There's still people who believe that. And unfortunately, I don't know if that will ever change. And it happens through all forms of entertainment, not just music, but I feel like with music, there's always been that thing where the men are the headliners and the women they play second fiddle. When there are a lot of women powerhouses out here in bands and like crazy vocalists and producers that could put some guys under the water easy.
Yeah.
But they don't get certain opportunities just because they're women, and it sucks. It really does. But I believe there's a bias in the industry. There's always been a bias in the industry. And again, until we get those old practices out the way, that's never going to change. Yeah. Now, when it comes to the charts, all of it.
Which is crazy because it's like old people run the music industry.
Yeah.
The top of it anyway. So, whether it's Universal, Warner Brothers, whatever, it's always going to be these old men that run the industry, and they are set in their old ways, which sucks. Yeah.
And if you think about it too, like when they decide what they want to forecast to the masses, a lot of times it's not the most positive view of a woman either. Yeah. It's not that. And we touched on earlier with the type of music and the type of imagery that gets pushed out. A lot that's pushed to the forefront in our faces with all the endorsement deals, all the commercials, all that. You don't see Queen Latifah's and MC Lights and all them anymore. You don't see a lot of, classy soul singers and neo soul artists and stuff in the forefront anymore. You see, Bust It Open. You see Hot Girl Summer. You see all that now. And that's what's pushed to the forefront. Those are your iconic figures now. That's who everybody wants to be.
Yeah.
So, it again, to each his own. Choose to be who you want to be. But I wish that everybody got a fair shot. That's the thing. I wish everybody got a fair shot.
So shout out to Alicia Keys for that. Saying something about it and having that initiative to want to help women in that space. So I give her a shout out. Salute.
Salute, man. It needs to be done.
This last thing before we get to your releases and stuff. What's up with this Kevin Hart stuff, man?
Man, look. Kevin. All right, so And people are gonna have their they're gonna have their thoughts on this. Me personally, I don't see nothing wrong with it, because let me just say, when you become a father or a parent in general, your mindset changes. You will do anything and everything for your children to make sure they have what they need to succeed and to make it in life. All right. Kevin Hart right now is going through some drama with Nico Hart. It's basically saying she's filing for divorce because he continued sending $30,000 to his ex-wife's children. All right, which are his kids now. Keep in mind, these are his kids from his first marriage. Basically, she was pushing him to stop sending the money, and he said no. She says that this money needs to stay in the house with us and our kids. Now, these are for his older children, Heaven and Hendrix. Her take is they're older, they're out of high school, they should be able to take care of themselves. All right. Again, you're Kevin Hart. If you have the authority, now he's got Kenzo, and I think it's Kyrie, I think that's how you pronounce the name. He's got those in the house, which I'm sure he's taking good care of those. Yeah. If you're Kevin Hart, you have the resources to be able to stretch that and have all your people taken care of. To me, there should be no favoritism, because these are still my blood, just like these in my house are my blood. Yeah. So as my wife, if I have these resources and they're not hurting us, there should not be a problem.
And see, that's what I was gonna say. Like, if I'm giving my older kids $30,000, right, but I'm still bringing money in and it's not hurting us, then what does it bother you that I'm giving my kids $30,000? Yes, it could be staying in the house, but those still my kids, and I get it. Like, I'm still gonna take care of my kids. I don't know. I don't think are they grown? I don't think they're grown. But it doesn't even matter. Like, if the kids are not disrespecting you, you know what I'm saying, and you know they don't cause any problem, and my dad just want to keep giving them money because, you know, that's what rich people do. Honestly, that's what they do. Yeah. Like, they give their kids money. Like, you know, it's generational wealth. Ain't that what you call it? Mm-hmm. So allow my kids to keep getting the money. If we're not broke and our house is taken care of here, who cares? We know Kevin Hart. The dude keeps a job.
Always.
He keeps money in the house. So what does it matter if the older kids, you know, are getting money from me? That'd be different if they're like alcoholics and gambling addicts and doing stuff like that. Then yeah, you have a point. Stop supporting the habit, but they don't have a habit and they're just living their life. But my dad is giving me the money. Then who cares? As long as they're living a good, as long as they're living a good, prosperous life and they're not being destructive out here, who cares? Because that's every dad's dream, that every parent's dream.
Yes.
Make my kids' life better than I had it. Yes. So I'm gonna take care of my kids here at the house. But if you get a divorce, then, you know, something tells me it's more to the story than just that.
It's gotta be.
I'm always of that belief. Like, you know, there might be the icing on the cake while you're getting divorced, but it's more to the story than just you giving your kids, because it sounds selfish.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got to be more to the story. That's just part of the story.
Yeah, it's gonna come out.
Yeah,
something gonna come out. I mean, I hope it ain't nothing too crazy, but if that is the only reason, if it comes out that that's the only reason, ain't nobody gonna take her side on that. I can't see anybody taking her side on that. I could see if he was giving the money to his ex-wife and was like, boom, baby, I want you to have an extra $30,000, which I'm sure he's paying alimony in some capacity. But it's like, I'm giving this money to my children to do what they need to do and to be able to not have to work and to focus on their school or whatever they got going on. So, I mean, I'm sure every parent would love to be able to pay for their kids' college, have them not have to work, let them be able to focus on their studies and all that. Because again, when you don't have the money and you have, let's just say working full time while you're going to school, that's stress.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that have to do that. Everybody's not blessed to get scholarships. Everybody's not blessed to have that ride. So you got to work and you got to study. You got to work. You got to go to class. It's a lot that goes on. If you can take that work aspect out of it and just be able to focus on your studies and focus on your dream, that's a blessing.
It is a blessing.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So
if that's the only reason, man,
I don't know. I feel like it's more to it.
It'll come out.
Yeah, I feel like there's more to it, man. So, hope they get that straightened out. Hope it don't have to go to. It don't have to go to the. She can always put a divorce back, man.
Yeah, it's crazy because I'd be like, seriously, I wouldn't even be like, really, this where we going?
Guess so.
Cause I'm taking care of my babies. All right.
Yeah, guess so.
Trying to release me. Speaking of releases, though, we got some new releases.
I like how you segue into that. Speaking of releases.
We got some new releases. Came out this week. You know, Miss Kalani has dropped her self-titled album. She dropped it on the 23rd. It's got collabs with some of everybody like Usher, T-Pain, Missy Elliott, just to name a few. I believe Kalani has had a crazy resurgence, and she's definitely putting her foot down with this. Uncle Elroy said she putting her hoof down with this one. And you know, I'm proud of this run she's having right now, because I love it. Like, this is a much needed run.
She's having a dope run.
Mm-hmm. So keep on running, Kalani. I hope everything goes successful, and this album sells, and this is much needed. Yeah. Much needed in the game.
I agree.
And another young lady I was following for a long time, I remember seeing her on Instagram, Miss Anaya Lamis. Now, she has a new song out called Outside.
Okay.
Now, this song is basically about knowing your self-worth and knowing that even in the chaos of a relationship, you have to know when to step outside.
Okay.
So now, stepping outside can be defined for a lot of people in different ways, whether it's stepping outside to breathe, stepping outside to fight, stepping outside to cheat. You know, you can take it and run with it whichever way you want to run with it. But she said you got to know when to step outside. Okay. So, you know, listen to that joint. I remember her on Instagram when she didn't have a good running car, and I remember she was on there about to cry, like, I don't know how I'm gonna get my kid here, and and she was just doing covers. Now this girl is in the game doing her thing. So I'm glad to see that you made it, girl. Glad to see you made it.
Yeah.
Jalen Josie, I hope I said that right. Album Serial Romantic. Basically this is about choosing to love again. Despite being, you know, played, cheated on, whatever type of heartbreak you've experienced, this is like, I'm gonna stay in it. A serial romantic. Like, I'm gonna keep taking these punches, but I'm gonna get it right once at some point. Yeah. So that's what that album's about overall. So you can take that journey with Jalen Josie. Isaiah Falls, Back in My Arms. This song is basically begging for another chance. Like, I know I played you, I know I messed up, but I want you back in my arms. So
nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with all. You know, you ask for forgiveness, come back.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Come back.
Yes.
Ebony Riley has a new album out called Beautiful Tragedy. Okay. Basically it's a testimony of the growing pain she's endured, you know, to become a more realized version of herself. Yeah. So, you know, another one of those honest albums where she just gonna pour it all out for you. And I mean, calling it Beautiful Tragedy speaks for itself. So you can kind of put together what it's gonna be. Yeah. Duran Bernard, Am I Okay? This song is like a mental check, like a mental health check. It literally asks, am I okay? And this is him going through, checking himself. Like, am I straight? Am I okay? Am I crazy? Am I this? Am I that?
Yeah.
It's a different type of joint. I'll listen to this one. This is a good one.
Okay.
Omarion's back in the game. Song called The One.
I think I heard that one.
Yeah. This one, he's found the one he's been waiting for, and it's straightforward. She the one. Girlfriend featuring Jamin, All You Need. So basically, this is like a devotional track with two people proclaiming their love for each other. Let them know you all I need. Tank and the Bangers with No Invite. Now, this one is an interesting one because this is taking a stab at the industry. This basically, with No Invite, they just, saying, hey, we know how these events are happening, but y'all ain't calling us to come to nothing. It's like, we ain't get no invitation to the Grammys, we ain't get no invitation, nothing. Y'all just forget we exist. We selling records, but ain't nobody paying attention. So that song's called No Invite. Kirby with Lose Myself. Basically, it's about letting yourself go and allowing yourself to fall on your face so you can rise to a new place. So it's like knowing I'm about to make a mistake, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that, but I'm gonna bounce back. So it's like a rediscovery type of track. So it's a good joint. Mark Lowe, Zoom Out. This one is interesting because it's like a disco type track. It's got like a disco vibe. But it's about taking a step back from overthinking and just like letting life flow. Yeah. Which a lot of people tend to overthink a lot of things when they shouldn't. So this is just like chilling, let it flow. Yeah. This next one that I know you gonna love, Keith Sweat. Still got that good love.
I gotta go listen to that today. I'm gonna listen to it today.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie. Keith got a lot of features on this. I didn't even want to listen. Keith got a lot of features on this song. And you know what? Keith is back. I saw him in concert a few weeks ago. Yeah. He's still a bad boy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, we know that. You gotta tell me.
I know that's his boy. It's his boy.
My boy right there. Oh yeah.
And then we got Queen Naija with Engagement, which she basically confirmed her engagement.
I heard that yesterday, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
check that song out, Ring by Queen Naija.
I love her.
Oh no.
But congratulating to her.
You ain't gonna Michael Jackson, are you?
Yeah,
should have been me.
Should have been me. But congratulations, nonetheless. I mean, I knew she already had a dude, so it
was only a matter of time.
It is what it is. Yeah,
only a matter of time.
Yeah.
But speaking of time, y'all know we getting close to the end of the show, but we can't knock it out without the top 5 on Adult Airplay for the week. Also, holding it down at number 1 this week. Yeah, we got Century by Forever. Okay. All right, number 2, Tone Sith with Fly. Okay. Kalani dropped to number 3 with Folded. That song has been hanging on forever.
It's been on there a good while.
Yes, Olivia Dean with Man I Need, and Bruno Mars still hanging on at number 5 with I Just Might. Right. So Kalani and Bruno been in the charts for a long time. They staying there. Yeah. But those are your top 5 on Adult Airplay. Y'all know we got a lot of charts we could go over, but we give y'all the main, straightforward. Y'all go check out all this music. Support these R&B artists. R&B's not dead, it's alive. Please believe.
All right. Now we gonna get to the engagement question of the week.
All right. This week's question: when is it too soon to say I love you in a relationship?
Oh, that's a good one.
And then to add to that, and if you've done it too soon, has it ever backfired on you?
Good questions. Yes and yes. It was not good.
Oh.
Yeah. It was very soon. But I was very, very young too. Like, so.
How soon we talking?
Like, I was 16 when I said that.
Ooh,
she like love. We only been together for 2 weeks. Like, girl, I love you though. She's like, yeah, well, I don't love you yet. I'm like, okay. It broke my heart a little bit. But it was too soon, brother. You live and you learn.
Oh yeah, I done had that happen too. Learn. I done said I love you, and you get that okay, and she hug you, or she give you that awkward look and be like, "Thank you." It's like, oh,
it happens, man.
I ain't gonna say it no more then.
It happens.
It happens to the best of us, man. It can get awkward because you know, sometimes as men, we're taught to keep that guard up anyway and to not get too vulnerable too soon. So it's hard to put yourself out there. And I know women nowadays kind of do that same thing. So it's like when you put yourself out there, you don't want to feel like you're going to get dropped on your face.
Yeah.
And when it happens, it's like, like I thought I was doing what I was supposed to do. Like I'm telling you how I feel and you just, you know.
Yeah, I don't love you back.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to keep my love to myself then. All right.
Yep. But man, we appreciate y'all rocking with us. This is the end of the show. Like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate the love again. Showing the love on all our platforms. We're on like 8 different platforms.
Everything.
So we appreciate it. Yeah, everything.
Google Yellow Rocket Boys Network. We everywhere.
Everywhere. We appreciate it. Y'all talking R&B. Episode 16. We appreciate it. We're almost to the 20th, and I'm thankful for the 20th. I might want to do it on TikTok live. I don't know. We'll see though.
Let's bring it on.
Do it like a live episode, but you know, I want to do something. But we appreciate it. Yeah, we appreciate it. And as always, I am CL Cool.
I'm your boy Tez,
and we're out.
Peace.